UPS currently has 17,000 outlets and can deliver to over 75% of the world within 48 hours. In 2005, UPS delivered 3.75 billion packages and letters. You may be asking yourself how UPS does all this and not mix up their packages. Well, it's very complex, and if it weren't for information technology, it probably would not be possible. Every day, 14 million packages are entered into the UPS's system. Once they arrive in the system, a barcode is placed over the packages. Recently, UPS has started using the Maxi code, which can hold much more information about the package. Once they are labeled, the packages are shipped. If the destination is less than 200 miles, it goes by truck. If it is more, the packages will go by plane. All packages going by plane are first shipped to Worldport, the UPS Global Operations Center in Louisville, Kentucky. As you can imagine, with 14 million packages being shipped daily, the center is huge. Over 80 football fields could fit inside the main building itself. The compound is larger than Louisville International Airport. Originally, teams of highly trained people sorted the packages. However, with the advent of UPS's computerized tracking system, everything is done automatically. Robots sort the packages by name and place them on one of 7 conveyor belts. There are over 120 miles of conveyor belts at Worldport. Scanners read the packages and direct them to different locations throughout the facility. Moving over 30 miles per hour on the conveyor, the packages spend only about 15 minutes within the facility. Once a package is sorted, it is placed on a plane to the nearest regional shipping facility to the destination. From there, it is sorted again, on a smaller scale, and loaded onto the famous UPS Brown trucks. Using GPS navigation software, the driver finds his way to the destination. Once there, the driver scans the package with a delivery information acquisition device, which is a handheld computer that uploads the information back to the UPS mainframe. That is the end of the shipping process. UPS wasn't always a giant of shipping. The company started out in 1907 in Seattle, Washington. Its founder, Jim Casey, borrowed $100 from a friend to start the business. Casey delivered the packages by bicycle and on foot. Within 10 years, the company expanded its delivery to include the greater Oakland area. They even started offering overnight air express delivery in 1929. However, the next day air delivery didn't arrive until the 1980s. In the early 90s, UPS realized there were many inefficiencies within the company. They decided the best way to improve their company was information technology. Spending over $1 billion per year, they were able to transform their company into the leading package shipment company. They realized that e-commerce was the largest growing market. Their strategy for tapping this market was a user interface. They saw that e-commerce was not merely about technology, but about the integration of the bits and bytes with the bricks and mortar. They knew the easier they made it for the average person, the more customers they would attract. They also applied information technology to tracking their packages. Another unique feature of UPS is that it's 99% employee-owned. Because each employee receives a large amount of their pay in stock options, each employee has a vested interest in the company. This allows for a self-empowered entity to form. Research has shown that UPS has one of the highest work rates of any of the Fortune 500 companies. UPS also sets themselves apart with the amount of data they collect. Each package has over 200 data attributes. Many of these attributes are uploaded onto the company website where users can view the data. With the advent of online package tracking, UPS was able to shrink the size of their call centers. UPS also restructured their organization from a functional-based structure to one that is centered on processes. They now have organizations that focus on the customer information management process, the product management process, the customer relationship management process, the business information analysis process, and the package management process. UPS's multi-layered strategy has allowed it to become one of the largest companies on the planet. In 2005, the company grossed over $40 billion in revenue, the largest any one company had ever grossed at the time.